Hey there, church family and friends. Just wanted to take a moment today to talk a little bit about control. I don't know about you, but I tend to really thrive on being in control. I don't like not knowing what's going on. I don't like not having clear expectations. I don't really enjoy being flexible and adapting and just being whimsical. It's just not my thing. I like having everything structured. I like knowing what time it is. I like operating off of a calendar. I plan everything out. And so times like this can be really disheartening. Kim shared with us in staff meeting the other day a graphic that I'll put up on the Facebook post down in the comments section, but it talks a lot about things that we can't control and then a little bit about things we can control. So some things that we can't control. We can't control if others follow the rules of social distancing. We can't control the amount of toilet paper that's at the grocery store. We can't control how long all of this is going to last. We can't control the actions of other people. We can't control the predicting of what's going to happen. We can't control how other people are going to react. We can't control other people's motives. There's just a lot going on right now that we have absolutely no control over. But what are some things that we do have control over? Well, I can control whether I have a positive attitude or not. I can control whether or not I listen to the news and what news sources I turn to. I can control whether or not I'm finding fun things to do at home or with people that I'm around, or even on my own if I'm by myself. I can control whether or not I'm following the recommendations of the CDC. I can control whether or not I limit my involvement in social media and what part of social media I choose to focus on. I can control my own social distancing, even if I can't control other people's. And I can control my kindness and the grace that I extend to others. So there are things that are very disturbing that we have no control over. We have no control over whether or not we're going to be able to have church services or not. We have no control over how widespread the disease may become. We have no control over the circumstances around us that other people choose to do, but we do have control over ourselves. And it's important for me in times like this to remember that even in things that we don't have control over, there is someone who does. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." We can make all kinds of plans, and I'm sure many of you did. I planned to be on vacation this week, and that changed. There are many things about what's going on that we may plan and we may intend and we may hope for. At the end of the day, it just may not happen that way. But God is still on his throne. He's still in control. He's still at work in the circumstances, bringing about his purposes and prevailing even in the midst of difficulties and hardships, and even in a disease. Our God is still in control, working all things together, even things he doesn't cause, but working them together in some way for good. And so I hope you'll join with me in looking for the silver lining in all of this. God's doing some amazing things. He's encouraging us to be more intentional, to care for each other. He's prompting us to get beyond what we found normal and ritualistic and to try new things. He's opening doors in people's hearts and minds to ask more questions about him and how he's at work in the world today. And on and on and on we can go. And we haven't even begun to see all of what he's going to do. So don't lose hope. Don't get short-sighted over the things that you have no control over, but instead focus on the things that you do and ultimately on the one who is in control over all things, the Lord God Almighty. May the Lord bless you. May his face shine upon you. May he bless and keep you in his kindness and his goodness. And may you be the presence of Christ in the world today. God bless.